format of it, but since most of you get that review book, don't mind spit, like. So if you got a review book, then it's got all that information at the beginning about things you need, but this is just roughly telling you what the test is all about, which most of you already know. 80 multiple choice questions, about 50% of your total exam. And what I've learned recently, and I think I've mentioned to some of you in class, is if you're getting, out of that 80, if you're getting 60, 65 right, you're probably on your way to a 5 on the exam. What do you need to know about multiple choice? Don't say the right answers. What are you penalized for?
Guessing.
Yeah, you're penalized for guessing. So if you absolutely don't know the answer, meaning that you in no way can decipher what might be the answer, then you should probably leave it blank. Because you'll be deducted a quarter of a point for guessing if you're wrong. Frederick?
How can you tell if somebody just get it wrong?
Same way you can tell when somebody paid their way in the land. No, you're not penalized for a blank answer. But if it's me, I'm not leaving more than 5 blank. Even if it's something, you're like, well, I know we never talked about that, and there are, just let me go ahead and tell you, there will be questions on the exam you'll have never heard of it before. I mean, there are questions on there I've never heard of. So, if you've never heard of it, might as well be written in some foreign language that you can't read, then I would leave it blank. But if you can make an educated guess using common sense, so this leaves out some of you, but if you can, narrow it down to 2 or 3 answers, preferably 2, then I go ahead and I go for it. I don't know what happens to some of you on that test, and y'all leave all these. People leave 30, 40 blank. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say under 10 for sure. You should leave blank. All right, you got the free response section, and of course the first essay you're going to write is going to be the document-based question. You can ignore that 50-year period. Like I said, this is a little dated. We do not receive that 50-year period anymore, so we don't have any idea. You don't have any idea what period of time the DBQ will cover. But it is about 1/4 of the overall grade on the exam. You see there 23%. You'll have 60 minutes, 15 minutes to read. You won't be allowed to write in that period, and then you have 45 minutes to write it. So you can go ahead and make a note. You need to be writing onto the 4th page, and preferably you need to be filling up that 4th page. Right, and then if you have 10, Pod.
Are we allowed to write on the documents themselves during that 15-minute period?
Yes. And that's the one thing that I'm always bothered by when I get your green books back, because that's really where you should be taking notes and writing things down and getting your document information, your inferences out, and not a lot of you are doing those things.
You get to see our test?
I don't get to see your test, I get to see you'll have a booklet that has all the essay questions in them. So I don't know which one you've chosen unless you've circled it, but I can see the notes that you make in the book. The only thing I'll see is your score, just like you. Is that all right? You think I'll laugh when I get this?
Probably.
No, I don't. Yeah, right.
During the 15 minutes reading period, can we write on the thing?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm 99% sure you can. Yeah. But just do everything that Ms. Strickland tells you to do. Follow her exactly as she says. Any deviation from what she tells you to do, you can be disqualified. And she'll take up your exam, and that's it for you. You failed. And you don't get any money back. All right, the standard essay questions, in other words, your free response questions. You have 2 groups. You'll have 2 questions from pre-1865, and then you'll have 2 questions post-1865. You'll choose 1 from each group. You will have 70 minutes to complete both. There will be no break in between. I'm pretty sure there's not a break in between. So you got that 70 minutes to write 2 essays. So you need to have about 5-minute planning time for each one and take 30 minutes to write it. You need to be writing onto the 3rd page. You should be really filling up that 3rd page. That's easy, right? Huh? I can hear well. What'd you say? Nothing. All right. You are allowed to bring in a watch of some kind, so do that so you can keep up with the time. Plenty, or not plenty, but pens. You don't need a pencil for anything, I don't think. So bring a pencil anyway.
The multiple choice?
Maybe. But I know for sure you're writing the essay in pen. It has to be in pen, blue or black, nothing else. Where's Alexis? Yeah, blue or black ink.
On the schedule thing that they sent to the house, it said that, my house, it said bring 2 number 2 pencils and a pen.
Okay, do that then. I guess the multiple choice would be in pencil. All right, any other questions about format of the test? You'll be in here, you'll take the test in here in the auditorium, and you'll be in here until 11:30 or so, from 8
You need to leave afterwards?
to class, yes.
Are there some desks?
There are tables like that.
Our teacher's gonna give us a lot of homework, like.
You have to stand up. Yes, Sam?
How do they grade like comparison to you?
What?
How they grade compared to me? Well, I grade easy, so hopefully they grade a little harder. I'm giving y'all lots of breaks. No, I grade pretty hard. That was a joke. April Fools. I can't really get a read on how hard or easy they grade or somewhere in between. Going to workshops and things and talking to people that are actual readers. All I know is that they do it really, really quickly. They don't have to make any marks. And so the most they're going to spend on any one of your essays is going to be about 2 minutes. So it's really all got to be in there because they're going to have an idea in their head what it should be. And most readers will actually write out the essay themselves. They'll see the question, they'll write the essay, and then that's their rubric for what you write. And so that's the standard. There is somebody at the table, so you got a group of readers at a table, and you have a table leader. And the table leader, randomly scans through graded essays. And at times can say, okay, y'all are not going in the right direction. That does not mean that they'll go back and look at the ones they've already graded.
What?
Yeah, not on time.
Is it out?
There's 350,000 students taking the test that day, so that's 350,000 times 3. That's how many essays they have to grade. There are 3 essays.
DBQ.
That's why I said times 3. I'm pissed off. All right, any other questions about format? Don't worry about the grading process. That's just light years away. Just worry about being prepared. And hopefully all of you have already started to study.
Yes.
I mean, everybody besides Andrew, Bliss, Tyler, and Brian. Anybody else started to study? Good. You need to, I've gone through this about how long you need to study, so study long. All right, the other things I gave you, historical trends in American art, that's just an overview. The most you would ever be required to know about art would just be who did what, and what was the work, not anything precise about it. So just glance over that, know the trends, know the themes of art through the years. The other is a historical trends about literature. And again, the most that you're ever required to know is why they were writing what they were writing, and then